I've heard it said that your brain is for having ideas, not for holding them. So I've got a tip for you today on ways to keep track of all of those things in your brain so you don't forget another single thing. What's up, VIPs? Derek here, back with another video. And look, it is impossible to remember every single thing. You know, you've got chores to do, you got family to talk to, you got things at work, at school, whatever. You got all kinds of things, and you want to keep track of them all. And sometimes this is very difficult to do when your brain is overloaded. So I wanted to give you a little tip today. Now, let me go ahead and start by saying this isn't just for visually impaired people. This is for anybody to use. I'm just going to show you with the Reminders app on my iPad using VoiceOver, and a very simple way to get it done. Because let's face it, some people will pull out their little magic notebook and write down their to-do list, and it's like, wow, that's great. I just can't see this handwriting. So we've got to have another way to do it. Now, I will say you could go ahead and use a Post-it note, write with a Sharpie really big, something like that. If you have some usable vision, that would work as well. I'm just going to give you a digital way to do it. So I have my overhead rig set up here on the desk, and this is actually new, so it's kind of a test to see if this is all going to work. I've had some trouble with it trying to record this video, so 14th time's a charm. All right, so here we go. So I've got my iPad, I've got Reminders, and there's a couple of things I can do. First of all, let's say I need to call somebody tomorrow at 9, okay? I need to call somebody. I'm going to use Siri to do that, so here we go. Call Joe tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Okay, I added Joe for tomorrow 9 a.m.
Okay, so I'm going to call Joe. It says I added Joe. I don't think it actually said call. Anyway, the technology's not perfect. So it's added.
More button. Incomplete. Joe, tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Joe, tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Available.
Now, I could change that title if I went in there. Let's see if I swipe down.
Delete. Flag. Show details. Edit title.
Edit title. I could edit that title if I wanted to add the word call. For the sake of this demonstration, I'm not going to worry about it, but you could say call Joe. So tomorrow, my reminder is going to pop up. Tell me to call Joe. Boom, I got it, no problem. Now let's say you have something that's not so time and date based, like you need to do it at a certain time. Well, let's say, for example, you need to wash the car. You're not going to do that tomorrow, you're not going to do that next week, but you're going to do it soon, and you don't want to forget because it pops up in your brain. Let's face it, we've all been there. Something pops in your brain and you're like, oh, I don't want to forget this. And then that's it, you forget it, and it doesn't come back around until your car's filthy and you're like, wasn't I supposed to? Oh yeah. So we're going to see what we can do here about doing that. So let's go ahead and do the same thing we did, except we're not going to put a date and time on it just yet. Remind me to wash the car.
Okay, I added wash the car to the inbox list.
Okay, so it's added wash the car to the inbox list. That inbox list is where all your items will go. For example, Joe, or call Joe went in the inbox list, and wash the car went in the inbox list. So I know where everything is. So I've got wash the car in there. Now what would happen is every night you would check that inbox list. All day you might be putting things in there. Remind me to wash the car. Remind me to pick up milk. Remind me to tell this person they look great in that outfit. Whatever, you know, you're going to put it in there. And then at night you're going to check that inbox list. So let's go.
Incomplete. Wash the car.
Wash the
Actions
car.
available.
Okay, so now we need to do something with this. Say we're laying in bed, we're checking our reminders, and we're going to say, okay, I'm doing something with this. Here we go. Let's go up.
Drag. Enter detail. Edit title. Enter
Excuse
detail.
me. Enter detail. So I'm going to double tap.
Cancel. Button.
Okay, I'm at the top left with cancel, so I'm going to swipe over to the right a few times.
Detail. Done. Button. Title. Wash the car.
Okay,
Text field.
this is a title, and again, this is where I could fix the title if it got it wrong or something. If it said watch the car and I wanted it to say wash, I could fix the title here.
Notes.
There are
Text field.
notes in case you need to remember what kind of soap to use.
URL.
There's a
Text field.
URL in case there's a special link you want to use to, I don't know, learn how to wash a car.
Date. Off.
Now,
Collapsed.
this is where we want to start. Date. When do I want to do this? Well, I'm not going to do it today, so let's go ahead and jump in there.
Date. Set more options shown.
So we're going to swipe right.
Month. January 2023.
January
Button.
2023. Now, you could adjust this, but I'm not going to do it for demo's sake. You can go in and just, you know, all the way to June. That, you know, it's like, give me a warm month to wash the car. But for now, we're not going to worry about that.
Sunday.
Okay.
January 1st.
So I could
Monday,
swipe, I could
Tuesday,
swipe,
Wednesday,
you know.
Thursday, January 26th. Button.
Let's say,
Saturday, January 28th. Button.
let's say I'm going to wash it on the 28th. I'm going to double tap there to select
Selected.
that.
Saturday, January
Okay.
28th.
Boom, I got that. So I'm going
Time.
to go down.
Off. Collapsed.
Okay, now it gives me time. I could set a time and it would remind me. So let's say I wanted to remember to do it on the 28th. I could set 8 a.m. and it would remind me at 8 a.m., I got to wash the car today. But we're not going to set a time because I'm going to tell you why here in just a second. Now, there are other options you could use.
Repeat. Never.
It's not going to repeat. You might have a repeating one like, oh, I want to wash the car every 4th Saturday. You could set that as a repeat.
Tags. Button.
There's tags you can use in reminders. Apple Notes, Apple Reminders now uses tags. I don't use them in reminders, but you certainly could to say like any outdoor activities. You could put a hashtag outdoor, something like that.
Location. Off.
You could set a location.
When messaging. Off. Collapsed.
This is when messaging, it says this.
Selecting this option will show the reminder notification when chatting with a person in messages.
So if you're chatting with somebody, let's say I needed to tell my friend Joe about some special thing that I saw. Well, when I'm messaging Joe, it'll say, boop, don't forget to tell Joe this. Like, oh, that's actually a pretty nice feature.
Flag. Off.
You could set a flag
Priority.
and a priority, which I don't care.
List. Inbox.
Now there's a list, and I could leave it in the inbox, or I could add it to another list. Like, let's say I have a list called chores. I could add it in there.
Subtasks.
There's subtasks in case you need to say like scrub the tires, wash the hood, something like that.
Add image.
And you can add an image. I guess maybe an image of a perfectly clean car. Who knows? So you can add the image. All right, so I'm going to go back up here.
Priority. None. Cancel. Button.
Okay.
Detail. Done. Button.
And I'm done with this. Double tap.
More. Button.
Okay, so.
Incomplete. Joe. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. Incomplete. 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 Wash the car. January 28th, 2023.
All right, so now wash
Actions
the
available.
car is set for January 28th, 2023. Now, remember I said you don't have to set a time. And the reason for this is because every night I'm going to check my inbox. So at night, I just set all those things to the right dates. Now, in the morning, I'm going to go check another list.
Selected. Inbox. Today. 0 reminders.
Today.
January 14th.
Okay, so I'm going to
Set
check
the
my
date.
today list. And right now, I don't have anything in today because I don't have any reminders. But if I did, it would show me all the ones on my today list. Now, let me show you a real
Selected.
quick thing
Today.
here.
Scheduled. 5
Say I've
reminders.
got, I'm going to go to schedule. That's going to show me all the ones
Set to
out
date.
forever. Okay, so I don't have anything for
Incomplete. Take out the trash. Tomorrow. Heading.
for today, but for tomorrow, it just said
Incomplete. Take out the trash.
take out the
In regular
trash.
duties. Tomorrow.
I need to remember to take out
Actions
the trash
available.
tomorrow. So when I check my today list tomorrow, it'll say take out the trash. It also say this.
Incomplete. Wish my dad happy birthday. In reminders.
Wish my dad happy birthday. This is a great way to keep track of birthdays, anniversaries, and things like that. You know, oh, tomorrow's my dad's birthday. Now, do I remember it's my dad's birthday? Well, yeah, if somebody tells me it's the 15th, but sometimes I don't even know what day it is. You ever been there like, what day is it? No, I didn't forget my anniversary. I knew it was on this day. I just forgot it was this day. So this reminder will help you keep track of those kinds of things. So every night you're going to check your inbox list, and every morning you're going to check your today list. It's very, very simple. Now, like I said, you could use a notebook, you could use a Post-it note, something like that, but this is a great way to do it where technology is built in for you to use as often as you can. So take this tip and run with it and see how you can do a better job of remembering all the things running around in your life. So my question for you today is this: what is one way that you keep track of all of those things? Do you use an app? Do you use a notebook? If you do use an app, which one do you use? I would love to hear about it, and I'm sure others would as well, so let me know in the comments below. Hey, if you liked this video, if you found it helpful, well, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and share it out with somebody that you know. And if you're new around here, my name is Derek, and I help people just like you to discover life after sight loss. Here on the channel, we do life advice, product reviews, and helpful tips just like this one. So consider subscribing and turning on those notifications so you don't miss another single video. Thanks so much for watching, and finally, remember that sight loss isn't the end. It's just the beginning. My name is Derek, and I'll see you guys in the next one.